Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 37 of Xenonauts. We are once again in an alien base, this time in South Africa. That's the southern part of Africa, not South Africa, the country of course. And we are doing our very best to wipe out all of the Androns. We've killed a Hadrian, we've also managed to kill 1, 2, 3, I think there's a fourth one somewhere. 4 Hadrians so far. Sorry, 4 Androns so far. We have just discovered another one, which is going to be a little bit of a problem if we can't kill him. So let's go ahead and do that. We need to do a fair bit of damage. A burst shot could be very, very useful here. Let's go ahead and take a burst shot. 61% chance to hit times 3. And we have ourselves another dead Andron. Fantastic. Glad we could do that. I would like to have a look around this corner, because it would be nice to know if anything else plans to come and try and kill us very shortly. Oh, what would you know? We found another Andron. This is a little bit risky. Do I have enough firepower here to try and take this Andron out? Yes, I probably do. It would take me 40 time units for a solid hit. And we actually have a Hadrian here as well. So I do have to be very, very careful. Let's see if we can get the kill on this Andron. And we do. We do get that kill. Now, before I move away, I'd like to try and see if I've got anyone who could potentially take a shot at this, this Hadrian over here. Although, saying that... Nope. We do have these electroshock grenades. And I do have enough time units to throw one at him. Only a 15% chance to hit, though. That landed next to me. I've just stunned myself almost there. That's now put me into a bit of a bad position, as I can't really get out of the way. Garrett, do you happen to have one of those grenades on your person? Yes, you do. What do you require to throw it? 54 time units. And unfortunately, you can't actually get close enough to use it. Now, at the risk of losing a soldier, I'm tempted not to bother taking any shots and just bring everybody back to safety and hope that that Hadrian gets a little closer to us. So I think that's what we're going to do. I can't really do an awful lot there with Peter, and I'm hoping that Hadrian doesn't come up behind him at this point, or we'll be in a little bit of trouble. But I don't think that I can really kill that Hadrian, so at the moment I'm not going to attempt to try. So we've got this corridor here. And we're certainly going to be sending Stephen up to have a bit of a look. That's as far as we're going to go. So we are going to move a few other people up to provide support. We can move Ben Crooks up. Probably going to leave Shadowhawk down at the back because, of course, he is a sniper, so there's no point in him going right forwards. We will move in Commander Arcane Cannon. Of course, we do want to keep our commander alive. Now, Sweet Cherry Pie only has a laser rifle, but... every bit of firepower is good. But let's at least try and get a line of sight down the corridor should we need it. Let's end the turn and see what happens. See if that Hadrian does actually come and cause us any grief. It may just back off and it may not have seen me. In fact, it hasn't actually caused me any grief, which I am quite happy about. Of course, we don't have a line of sight on it at the moment, so I don't actually know where it is. And I don't have any more shot grenades on Peter at this point. And there could be more aliens around, so we do have to be careful. Can't see any more aliens. Missy does have one of these shot grenades. And we have a very, very low chance to hit. What do you need to throw that in terms of time units? 58. Where could you get to and still have the time units to do so? Potentially here. Of course, I do want to save some of these grenades because we do want to try and capture the leader if possible. I'm going to throw it there because that has the most chance of a hit. 71% chance. And we didn't get the kill. Sorry, we didn't get the stun. In fact, it just seemed to absorb it. We need to kill this thing, though. This thing cannot be suffered to live. So let's go ahead and, in fact, we're going to take the burst shot here. 66% chance times 3. 58 time units. We can afford to duck. Let's get a kill. And we got a kill. I would have loved to have captured it alive, but I don't think that was in the realms of possibility. We do have some other corners that we do need to check on this room. We do have another couple of doors that lead off in various directions. I will be checking those out. But I do want to make sure that we are relatively safe. Let's put you into what I assume is cover from 2 directions. If we are unable to capture an alien leader on this alien base, we do have another one that we need to do, so it's not the end of the world if we don't manage to do that. So, Stephen, it's time we actually went up and had a look around this corner. And we've got quite a big corridor again. We don't see anything at the moment, but let's move you up and put you into a position of cover. Now, of course, there is always the chance that we will end up with automated reaction fire that could accidentally kill the alien leader. And we've had that happen on missions already where we've needed to try and capture a live alien where they've accidentally been killed by reaction fire. But there's not an awful lot that we can do about that. We'll just have to keep our fingers crossed and hope that we get lucky to a certain degree. So I'm just going to start moving people up to this corner now. Not familiar with the layout of this base, so I'm not 100% sure where we are going to find the command room. There's a lot of side rooms. This is probably the radar room here because it has that little wall that you can blow out. So we are going to have to go and check a lot of these rooms. I think that's probably a good place to end the turn though. So, oh, we've got an Andron just come out of that door. Fired a shot at Stephen there, who just sort of absorbed it like a boss. Well, that definitely isn't our leader, and you've taken no damage. I think just for the cheek value, you're going to fire at him. He is definitely very, very dead. We do want to have a little look around that corner to see what's there. I don't think we want to do it with the commander. Let's do it with an assault, just in case something is lurking around the corner. We have a door, which is currently closed. That's fine. Can we get you up safely to here? Yes. And then we have an open corridor, which could be a little bit worrying. Let's get some more people into a position for reaction fire if they need to. I really hate doing this with soldiers. I don't like leaving people out of cover, but at the same time, the more people that can see, the more chance we have of a reaction shot, and the more chance we have of actually getting a kill on something. We definitely need to know what is behind this door. We've actually found one of the teleportation rooms. Okay, the room itself is clear. I've never actually had an alien come through one of these teleporters on me yet. I'm sure there is always a first time. What I'm going to do is probably put Peter in here as well for now. I'm going to get everybody else just watching that door. We'll then pop through the teleporter room just to see what's on the other side of it. Hopefully there will be a locked door, which means we can just safely come back without too much to worry about. In the meantime, let's move Garrett up to watch this door a little bit. We don't need to open it on this turn. Missy, you can go over here, and you can also provide fire should something stick its ugly head through. Over here, I think we are good for now, so let's just end the turn and see what happens. There's still doors opening and closing, so we've definitely got some things out there to worry about. Not an awful lot's just happened, though, which I suppose technically is good. And for the first time in a while, we haven't actually had the entire base revealed because the commander has left the command room. So whether they've sorted that bug out or whether they just haven't moved out this time is unknown. But let's go on to the teleport pad. Okay, this could be interesting. The teleport room has a locked door on this side, so that means that this path here is relatively safe. We're going to keep this door locked. We don't really need to get it open. So we are going to need to go through this door. We're going to need to go through this door, and there may be another door over here. We've also got, slightly worryingly, a corridor in this direction as well, which I am going to check out. Ah, that is actually the command room. So this base has a very interesting layout. So if that's the case, I'm going to leave you here watching the door. Unfortunately, these are a lot of people who don't actually have the alien grenades. Now, the question is, where does this door lead to? I'm going to try and find out where everywhere leads and how everywhere is connected, and then we can decide the best way to get through. So this is the hangar. Now, there could be an alien in the hangar, but I don't know if there are any extra doors in here. So we may have to take a turn or two just to move through carefully. I say, I'm not sure if there is a door out on the other side. We'll have to be very, very careful there. Meantime, let's move Peter through into the teleport room. And we can get somebody else on the opposite side of the door here. So at least we know roughly where we're going. I guess this is probably going to be the route we have to take and go through some corridors to get up here. Let's use Ben to do a little bit of exploration. Okay, and we found the room with the radar dish type thing in. Just checking the corners here. Okay, this room is fine. There's no other way in or out of this room apart from this little air vent thing that we could blow a hole in with explosives. So we don't really need to do that. So let us leave you in cover. I think you are fine just there. Let us use Stephen to go and have a look through this door. See how this all connects up. Okay, and we have the lab. I don't see anything in here, which is unusual. Usually the labs have a few aliens in, but seems fine right now. Going to move the commander forward. Get a few more of my people into a useful position. In fact, Shadowhawk, you can come up in here as well. We certainly might need to use your marksman skills. And we will get Sweet Cherry Pie up. So I just want to check out some of the remaining corridors and rooms and just make sure that I know which way I'm going for sure. Obviously, we've got a corridor there. I'm guessing that door leads into this corridor, which will lead us to the command post. So I'm going to end the turn. Again, hopefully everyone will manage to survive. And they have done. What I'd like to do now is just run up and investigate this area to the left. See if we have a room. Or see if we have a corridor. We have a corridor. Now, this corridor actually leads in and over to the hangar. Which probably means that there's a door at the end. But we do need to check that there's no aliens in here. We've also got another door over here, which is potentially problematic. And we've got a door at the bottom. So we've got a couple more doors that we need to check out. This game certainly likes to give us lots of doors to go through. But let's stack up behind that door. We're in no rush to go through it on this turn. We do have another hole here we could blow through and get us into this teleport room. So we do have a potential shortcut to get through into the room near the command center. But we are quite close to the command center, which I think is good. Let's just start moving forwards a little bit and just make sure we're absolutely certain that this room is clear. Well, I'm relatively convinced that the room is clear. It also only has one door, which makes life a little bit easier. Let's go and get Shadowhawk facing right down that corridor, so when we do eventually open the door, if there's any nasty surprises, he will be able to shoot it in the face. I also think we are going to try and get as many of our other soldiers in here as possible. Even though some of them don't have the best of equipment. So on you go. And we can get the commander in here as well. Commander has a lot of movement, so let's get Commander Cannon up to the front. And you, I don't really think, need to do anything else because the other guys should be coming up behind you. Although I guess you can go and open the door just to double check. So let's end the turn here. You can still hear doors opening and closing. Of course, that could be the command door because we don't actually have a line of sight on it at the moment. What I should probably do is every turn, just move Bobby out and just have a look up the corridor just to make sure that there is nothing, nothing coming. In the meantime, let us go ahead and open this door. So we can see up the corridor. There's nothing in the corridor at the moment that we can see. The corridor also doesn't afford us an awful lot of cover, which is a little bit problematic. So I might just have to stack people up and prepare for an assault. Especially if we want any chance of stunning anybody. We do have some stun grenades, as useless as they are. I'm just making sure that anybody who has these electroshock grenades has them automatically selected in the quick select. Now that isn't actually going to save them any time in throwing the grenades, but it will allow me to quickly see at a glance who has a stun grenade and who doesn't, because most of these people here have already used theirs. Although Bobby, you have yours. Peter, you are fresh out of them, so we'll put you back to that. Do you have one at all? Yes, you do. In fact, you have two, which is rather nice. We are going to want to have a look through this door and see where it leads. And this actually leads to the sort of command control room. Missy, can you hit that Hadrian? You've got a 71% chance of landing a grenade next to it. Again, suppressed but no kill. Very, very difficult to kill these things. Let us move away from it. Let us see if we can take a shot with Garrett. Of course, Garrett does have another couple of stun grenades. Might be worth throwing one and then backing off. Grenade landed. Well, we did get a double hit. I'm just going to shut the door and then possibly go through again on the next turn and see what we can do about that one. At least we know where that door leads now. Let us use Ben just to make sure that this corridor here is completely clear, because we don't like surprises. In fact, you can actually go and open this door. Okay, so we're certain that there are no aliens in the hangar. That's fine. You can start to make your way back. We will need to clear the power core room out. I'm not sure if this leads anywhere else, although we have used a lot of our stun grenades trying to capture one of these Hadrians. Probably not the way to go. We probably shouldn't be focusing on the Hadrian. What it is worth remembering, of course, is that Stephen is actually carrying quite a lot of the grenades, even though he can't actually use them himself. So what I'm going to get him to do is drop a couple of them on the ground where he's standing, as he can't use them. Doesn't use a lot of time units. And then somebody else can then come along to where he's standing and pick them up if we need to. So let's end the turn and see what happens. Not sure how many aliens are left. It may be a very small number. Let's go ahead here and open the door again. Can we see our Hadrian friend? Yes, we can. He's moved a little bit further back into some better cover. I have a very little chance of throwing a grenade. 55% chance, for 55 time units needed to land that grenade. We have an Andron in here as well. I'm going to... one more attempt at landing this grenade. Only a 38% chance of that hitting. I do not like those odds. I would like to kill that Andron, but I don't really have a line of sight on it at the moment. If we move back a little bit with Garrett... yeah, you've got a 100% block chance. I think what we're going to do here is just shut the door and wait. And we are, as we have Ben here, we're actually going to move Ben up as well. And we'll use Ben to... now I know I've got 2 aliens in there, including an Andron. I think we definitely need to use Ben for that one. So... Peter, you don't have one of the grenade types you need. Let's move Stephen further forwards. That's Stephen just completely wrecks everything. You can come over here and pick up one of these grenades, as Stephen's just destroying all the cover anyway. So you can pick up one of those and put it in your belt, and then put it in your hand. Bobby has one, so Bobby can stay there. Sweet Cherry doesn't have one, so you can come over here and you can pick up one of those electroshock grenades. And you can put that in your hand and move forwards one. The Commander has one. Shadowhawk has one. Astron doesn't. So you can come over here and you can pick up that last one and put it in your hand. Okay, so pretty much everybody who can have an electroshock grenade has an electroshock grenade. Let's end the turn. Hopefully that Andron doesn't come through and shoot us. I would like to capture a Hadrian and an Andron in this mission. That would be fantastic if we could get both. Reaction fire coming in. We took a reaction shot. Reaction shot was from the Hadron, but he's actually moved closer. I've only got a 38% chance to hit, though. Let's try hitting there. 69. Grenade lands. And we have a stunned Hadrian. Brilliant. What we need to do now is find the Andron and kill it. Unfortunately, we don't have an awfully good chance of hitting that. I do have Elanium grenades, but with a very, very poor chance of landing anywhere where I want it. I'm going to throw one out there, though. The reason I'm going to do that is even though we won't get the kill, it will destroy his cover. And that could help us out immensely. Let's just move Garrett away from the door a little there. And I think probably if we move Ben Crooks around to the other side and face this way, at least if he comes through the door again, we've got every chance of blowing his head off. So now we've pretty much got everybody who can have a stun grenade with a stun grenade. Let's start getting some people outside of this door. Now, it is potentially risky. We don't know how many aliens are in here. We don't know whether or not these aliens are going to pop their head out of the door and try and do us any damage. Saying that, though, the door doesn't appear to have opened at all in the last few turns. So I am taking a big risk here. I am hoping that if anything comes out of the door and decides to take a shot, they just go straight for Steven, because, to be honest, he has the hit points to absorb that. And I'm going to put everybody that I can right behind this door. And the plan is, we're going to open the door. We are going to find the alien leader and throw every single grenade we have at him. It might be a terrible plan, but we're going to try it anyway. Let's end the turn. Right, there goes his cover. Sounds like it did him some damage. Oh, wow. Oh, well, at least Steven's dealt with one of them there. Well, we can see the leader. Assuming the purple one is the leader. You've just shot your own leader in the back, which is fantastic. Okay, so who took the damage there? That was Peter. Peter is almost dead. I'm very, very tempted to pull Peter back. The problem that I've got now is I can't actually tell whether or not that purple one is the leader. And I'm a little bit worried that if I just go and kill it, or stun it, that I might have wasted all of my grenades. However, one thing we do need to do is go and deal with this Andron, assuming that it isn't already dead. Can't see it currently. It is still alive. Let's shoot it in the face. Wow, didn't get the kill there. And it has one of those rocket launcher type affairs. So we don't want to be dealing with that. I think Missy can go and give him another shot to the face. Yep. Okay, that one is dead. And let's just check in this direction. Make sure this room is definitely clear. Okay, so we've got a clear room here. We only have one room left to deal with, and that room is the command room. Now, the question is that our commander? It does look like he's wearing a headset. It's a little bit difficult to tell, but it does look like he is. So let us go ahead, and as many people who can throw a grenade out here are going to attempt to do so. I can't believe you have a 0% chance to hit. I don't want to get you killed. 44% chance to hit, 59% chance to hit there. That lands. We've actually stunned the leader. And I think that only happened because he actually took some damage in the first place from being shot in the back by one of his own men. So now we're going to try and clear the rest of them out using Steven. We did hit the one at the back. We didn't get a kill there, sadly. We could carry on trying to stun, but I think we're going to move up and try and get some additional shots. Should have probably crouched there. You've only got a laser weapon, which isn't helpful. You did get another shot, though. I don't want to get people sort of blocked in the way here. You've only got a laser weapon as well. Let's move up with the commander. If you crouch down, you get a 94% chance to hit. And another. Okay, we've got one dead alien. You're not going to get another shot, though. And we can't back you off, unfortunately. Sweet Cherry, can you get out of the way? No. Steven's out of ammo. And needs to reload. Doesn't have enough time units to do so. Bobby, can you get a kill here and potentially save the day? You've only got a 59% chance to hit. But it was a good hit. And that is the end of the mission. Wow. That is absolutely brilliant. However, it's only showing that we've got a Hadrian warrior alive. We got an Andron officer corpse and Andron warrior corpse. Maybe it wasn't a leader. It didn't say that there was a leader present at the beginning of the mission. So maybe the one that we captured was just a commander and not a leader. Either way, we've completed the mission. We did get Peter wounded. He's the only person that got wounded on that mission. So it's definitely one of the better alien-based missions we've had so far. And Sweet Cherry Pie has been promoted to Major. Not only that, we managed to get $167. And we've got something for our scientists to research. So you guys go ahead and do that. I'm going to go into the workshop, and remember I need to add one more. And it's a laser rifle I actually started on there as well. Good job I double checked that, because it's actually a plasma rifle that we needed, and we needed 2 of them. So we're going to be working on 2 plasma rifles. No, not 3. I really wish these buttons would work properly. There we go. So we're working on our current Marauder. 3 days, 21 hours until that is completed. Doing quite well on cash. We actually have a fair bit of money. What I'd like to do... I've been reading a few of the comments that you guys had put regarding interceptors. Obviously, we are eventually going to get rid of all of the condors because they're practically useless, as will the foxtrots be. So we will be probably keeping the corsairs because they were quite expensive to build anyway, and they're not useless. So what every base will probably have is 1 corsair and 3 marauders. That's probably the way things will end up. But there's not an awful lot else that we can do now, apart from bringing our guys home. Let's just select Squadron 2, and you can return to base. We don't need you out there now. I don't think we're going to have any more problems with aliens. But when we come back, we will need to deal with this other alien base down here in South America. And maybe that one will have the alien officer in there that we need to, or the alien leader that we need to carry on with the research. So once again, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are still enjoying Xenonauts, and I'll see you on the next video. So until then, goodbye for now.